Women always return to you if you act like this. Be a high-value man. Stoicism. Have you ever wondered what it is that truly makes a high-value man stand out in the eyes of women? While looks and accomplishments may get initial attention, it is the inner qualities that sustain admiration and attraction. In the world of high-value men, it's not just about what you've done. It's about who you are on the inside. The virtues celebrated in Stoic philosophy form the foundation of a high-value man's character, drawing women to him in a way that keeps them coming back again and again. Stoicism teaches that a high-value man isn't swayed by fleeting emotions or external circumstances. He knows the power of controlling his thoughts and actions, remaining calm, composed, and confident in the face of life's challenges. This inner mastery is not just a display of strength, but a cornerstone of his reliability and presence. Today, we're going to explore 10 key traits of a high-value man, as seen through the lens of Stoic wisdom. Once you understand these traits, you'll discover how to embody them, becoming a man who attracts and commands respect from women. With these qualities, you'll be magnetic, never fearing rejection or being overlooked. Before we dive into these powerful insights, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up to show your support. Be sure to subscribe and tap the notification bell to stay updated with more transformative content that will guide you on your journey toward becoming the best version of yourself. Stay with me, and let's get started. One, he exudes a passion for life and adventure. A key aspect that makes a person compelling is their passion and zest for life, qualities deeply admired in Stoic philosophy, though perhaps in a more measured form. Stoicism encourages living fully and embracing life's experiences, aligning well with the idea of having a sense of adventure. A man who embodies this Stoic principle not only engages actively with the world around him, but also inspires those in his company to do the same. Women are particularly drawn to men who are enthusiastic about their pursuits, whether these are professional ambitions, hobbies, or personal growth endeavors. This passion is magnetic. It suggests a life rich with purpose and excitement, which is highly attractive. It's not merely about seeking thrills, but about a profound engagement with life, a desire to explore, learn, and grow. Such men are seen as vibrant and dynamic, and they naturally attract others who are eager to share in these enriching experiences. For instance, consider a man who plans a date not just around the usual dinner and a movie, but chooses an activity like hiking to a scenic vista or exploring a new city together. These experiences are not just fun. They create memories and show that he values sharing meaningful moments rather than sticking to conventional, often passive activities. His willingness to embrace new experiences speaks to a life lived fully, echoing the Stoic ideal of active participation in the world. Moreover, this adventurous spirit shows that he does not shy away from the unknown, a trait that implies a broader, emotional, and psychological depth. A Stoic adventurer uses these experiences not just for personal excitement, but also as opportunities to grow and learn, embracing both the highs and the lows of life with equal poise. This balance is appealing. It shows he is not just seeking adrenaline, but is genuinely open to the full spectrum of life's experiences. A man with a genuine sense of adventure and a deep-seated passion for life brings a dynamic energy to a relationship. He invites his partner into a shared journey that is not just about seeking excitement, but about discovering the world and oneself within it. This makes him not only attractive, but also a great companion for anyone who values depth, growth, and the joy of living actively and with purpose. In embracing a Stoic approach to adventure and desire, such a man shows that his enthusiasm for life is not a fleeting whim, but a sustained, meaningful pursuit. His passion is not just for adventure, but for living according to his principles, making him an inspiring and desirable partner. Comment to remember: I am a high-value man. Embrace the Stoic ideals of living fully, with passion, adventure, and growth. Let it guide you in becoming the best version of yourself and attracting the right people into your life. 2. He doesn't crave her attention desperately. In the realm of relationships, there's a powerful Stoic principle that transcends time and modern complexities. True attraction is never born from desperation. Imagine two men. The first is constantly bombarding a woman with messages, eager for her attention, fixated on her responses. The second, on the other hand, lives his life independently, investing in his own growth, and when he reaches out, it's meaningful, thoughtful, and purposeful. It's clear who captures her attention. In the Stoic world, tranquility and self-sufficiency are cornerstones of personal power. A man who does not crave validation from anyone, least of all a woman, radiates an inner strength that is far more magnetic than any desperate plea. This is the essence of high value, being grounded, secure, and content within yourself. As Marcus Aurelius once said, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Women are naturally drawn to men who display confidence, self-respect, and independence, for these are the qualities that indicate emotional maturity and reliability. The timeless story of Odysseus and Penelope highlights this principle perfectly. While suitors eagerly fought for Penelope's attention, it was Odysseus who, though absent and tested by trials, remained steadfast and self-assured. It was his unwavering confidence, not his constant presence, that ultimately won her heart. Similarly, a high-value man understands that if a connection falters, it is not a reflection of his inadequacy, but a sign that compatibility was simply lacking. This wisdom empowers him to walk away from relationships that don't align with his values, knowing his worth doesn't depend on anyone else's approval. As a Stoic, he doesn't seek external validation, but builds an unshakable foundation of inner peace and emotional independence, which naturally attracts others who share his values. So, remember, the man who is calm, steady, and self-sufficient is not just more appealing, he is more likely to cultivate a deeper, more authentic relationship. By focusing on becoming the best version of yourself, you'll find that the right people will be drawn to you, not because you sought them out, but because they resonate with your authentic, high-value self. And I promise you, the one who remains steady, unbothered, and focused on his own journey, he's the one who will always win. Make sure you embody this principle in your life. If you're still with me, you've already set yourself apart from the majority. Most men chase validation, but you understand that true power comes from within. Now, take this knowledge and run with it. Comment below, I am becoming the best version of myself. Let's keep this conversation going and elevate each other. 3. He embodies confidence and self-assurance. A high-value man embodies a rare form of confidence and self-assurance that is both attractive and grounded in deep self-awareness. Picture this. You're at a social gathering, and across the room, there's a woman who catches your eye. You feel the urge to approach, but a sense of hesitation creeps in. What if she isn't interested? What if she rejects you? Now, Imagine a high-value man who, instead of overthinking the situation, walks up to her with genuine intent and a calm demeanor. His confidence isn't based on arrogance or desperation. It's rooted in his solid sense of self-worth, which is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. Stoicism teaches the importance of knowing oneself and maintaining inner peace, regardless of the external circumstances. A high-value man understands this. He doesn't shy away from potential rejection because he knows that her response is beyond his control. But his approach, his demeanor, and his attitude are all within his control. This is a key principle of Stoic thought, focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you cannot. This mindset brings a sense of balance and inner peace that naturally draws others in. A confident man, grounded in Stoic wisdom, understands both his strengths and weaknesses, and he accepts them without arrogance or shame. It's not about putting on a mask or pretending to be something he's not. Instead, it's about embracing who he truly is, flaws and all, and knowing that his value doesn't change based on external validation. This authenticity makes him approachable and attractive. He doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. He simply wants to connect. If the woman responds positively, that's a wonderful outcome. But if she doesn't, he remains composed, knowing that rejection doesn't diminish his value. It simply reflects a difference in preferences, not his worth. Women are often drawn to this type of confidence because it signals emotional stability and security, traits that form the foundation of a healthy, lasting relationship. In modern life, this confidence translates to more than just attracting a partner. It makes a man a better individual, someone who can face life's challenges with resilience and grace. A high-value man doesn't seek external validation to feel good about himself. Instead, he derives his sense of worth from living in alignment with his principles and actions. This inner security allows him to navigate life's uncertainties without losing his sense of self. Stoic confidence is compelling because it isn't loud or showy. It's a quiet strength that emanates from someone who is deeply connected to his values. It's not about boasting or acting like someone he's not. It's about being so rooted in his identity that his actions speak louder than words. This kind of confidence doesn't just attract women. It attracts respect, trust, and admiration from everyone around him. Ultimately, the high-value man's confidence is not just about impressing others or avoiding rejection. It's about being authentic and remaining true to one's nature, regardless of the circumstances. This Stoic confidence enriches his relationships, allowing him to approach life with a steady heart and a resilient mind. Women, and people in general, are naturally drawn to those who carry themselves with this level of composure and self-assurance. When a man lives according to his values and principles, he not only becomes more attractive to others, but also leads a more fulfilling, purposeful life. If this message spoke to your heart today, leave a comment about faith. I am a Stoic. 4. He uplifts her, genuinely. To genuinely uplift someone is a profound expression of respect and appreciation, a practice highly regarded in Stoic philosophy. Stoicism teaches us that one of the highest forms of personal connection lies in recognizing and affirming the virtues of others. For a high-value man, this principle is a core tenet of his interactions, especially with women. Uplifting a woman isn't about offering empty flattery or meaningless compliments. It's about sincerely acknowledging her true worth, her character, her wisdom, her strength. When you notice the effort she puts into a task, such as solving a complex problem at work, or the kindness she displays in handling a difficult situation, or even the insightful way she contributes to a conversation. You're truly seeing her for who she is, beyond her appearance. This kind of affirmation is powerful and meaningful, as it touches her inner self and shows that you value her as a person, not merely for her looks or what she can offer. Instead of the generic and often hollow compliment, like, "You're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen," which can come off as insincere, aim for specific, thoughtful comments that resonate with her. Something like, "I really admire how you handled that challenge with such grace," or, "Your passion for your hobbies truly inspires me," shows that you are paying attention to her qualities, her actions, and what makes her unique. This approach reflects the Stoic emphasis on authenticity and meaningful exchanges, where the value of virtue and character is far more important than superficial qualities. Moreover, when a man uplifts a woman, he's also reflecting his own integrity and strength of character. By celebrating her virtues, he not only boosts her confidence, but also strengthens the foundation of their relationship, which is built on mutual respect and admiration. This dynamic creates a positive feedback loop, fostering a relationship where both partners feel valued and encouraged, leading to a deeper, more resilient bond. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." In relationships, the quality of your affirmations and the sincerity behind them can deeply influence the strength of your connection. Therefore, make it a habit to uplift and genuinely appreciate her for who she is, because true connection grows when each person feels seen and valued for their virtues. 5. He engages deeply by truly listening. In Stoic philosophy, the art of listening is valued not just as a social skill, but as a moral imperative. Listening, truly listening, goes beyond merely hearing words. It involves understanding, empathizing, and responding thoughtfully. This deep engagement with others is a practice that Stoics believe enhances wisdom and fosters meaningful human connections. When a man listens intently to a woman, he does more than process the words she speaks. He tunes into her emotions, her thoughts, and her underlying messages. This type of listening shows that he values her, not just as a speaker, but as a person. It's about giving her the space and respect she deserves to express herself fully, without interruptions or judgment. This genuine attentiveness is what women often seek in a partner, a person who not only hears, but understands and appreciates them. Consider a scenario where a couple discusses their future plans. If the man practices true Stoic listening, he won't just nod along to the woman's words. He'll engage actively, asking thoughtful questions and reflecting on her feelings and desires. This approach not only makes her feel valued and understood, but also helps build a foundation of trust and mutual respect, essential elements in any lasting relationship. Additionally, Stoicism advises us that effective communication is about more than just exchanging information. It's about connecting with others on a deeper level. By listening with care and consideration, a man demonstrates that he is not solely focused on his own perspective, but is genuinely interested in his partner's thoughts and feelings. This quality makes him a desirable companion because it indicates a capacity for empathy and a willingness to engage in a relationship that transcends superficial interaction. Listening with one's ears and heart, as the Stoics might agree, is about cultivating a sense of presence and attentiveness that makes the other person feel truly seen and heard. This type of deep, empathetic listening can transform conversations into meaningful exchanges that strengthen the bonds between individuals, making a man not just a listener, but a cherished confidant. By embracing Stoic principles of attentive and thoughtful listening, a man not only enhances his personal virtues, but also becomes more attractive and valued as a partner. This level of engagement shows that he is not merely participating in a conversation, but is truly invested in understanding and valuing his partner's worldview, thereby deepening their connection and enriching their shared life. If you find today's content useful to you, don't forget to share your feelings and lessons with us, or simply comment, "Very cool." It's a great encouragement for our channel makers. Thank you very much. 6. He treats her as an equal, not as royalty. To be a high-value man is to understand that true respect in any relationship comes from seeing your partner as an equal, not as someone to be placed on a pedestal. This may sound counterintuitive, but in reality, women desire to be treated with respect for their strengths and capabilities, just as men do. The Stoic philosophy teaches us that every individual, regardless of gender, possesses the capacity for reason and virtue, and should therefore be treated as a rational and capable being. Elevating a woman above all others, idolizing her, or putting her on a pedestal may seem romantic, but it is not the true form of respect. In fact, it can be counterproductive. Women seek recognition for their abilities and want to be valued as partners, not objects to be admired from afar. They want to walk beside you in life's journey, not be treated as fragile or helpless. A high-value man sees his woman as a strong, competent individual with her own opinions, skills, and wisdom, not someone to be coddled or dependent upon. A simple example. Think of a couple working on a home improvement project. If the man treats his partner as though she's incapable of handling the tools or managing the task simply because of her gender, he's not respecting her. He's diminishing her role. But when he recognizes her abilities, acknowledges her contributions, and treats her as a full partner, it strengthens their bond. In a Stoic sense, both partners are equal in virtue and reason. The essence of mutual respect lies in the understanding that neither is superior or inferior. Instead, both contribute to the partnership with equal strength, intellect, and capacity. It's not about treating a woman like royalty, but about respecting her as a fellow human being capable of sharing wisdom, thoughts, and actions. This does not mean neglecting kindness or consideration. On the contrary, it means engaging with her honestly and sincerely as an equal. As Seneca once said, a person who treats their partner as a queen is not acting out of respect, but out of a need to control. True respect is not idolization. It is the recognition of each other's humanity, strengths, and weaknesses, and that is the foundation of any lasting, meaningful connection. If you treat her as an equal, you will see her return to you with genuine love and admiration, not because you placed her on a pedestal, but because you respected her as a partner. This is the Stoic way. This is the way of the high-value man. If you want to build a deep, lasting relationship, you must understand that equality is the key. It's time to stop worshiping and start respecting. All right, my friends, that's all for today's video. If you found this helpful and you want to see more content like this, don't forget to hit that like button, share with someone who needs to hear this, and make sure to subscribe so you never miss out on more valuable insights. Also, I'd love to hear from you. Do you have any thoughts, feedback, or something you'd like to discuss about today's topic? Drop your comments below. I'm always open to hearing your perspective. Remember, applying Stoic principles will not only change how others see you, but more importantly, it'll transform how you see yourself. Stay high value, stay strong, and I'll catch you in the next video.